Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Hey.
It is Wednesday night. We're hiding behind this massive box here. We're streaming. We're building. Welcome back.
Oh, yeah.
It's another build. We've got Jetty,
Hello.
a.k.a.
Exo-edit stuff.
Exo-edit stuff, back for the first time in literally
8 months.
8 months it has been.
Crazy.
Which, it's been too long. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're joining us. We've
Thank
got
you.
a few people here already. Batman 5, Jason Nader, how's it going? Good to see you guys. Hope your night's going well. We're doing exo-force tonight. This is
I dressed for the occasion.
he's even got the shirt on and everything. Like, it's amazing. I hope you guys can hear us. If the audio starts messing up, let me know. We always have audio issues on the stream.
Yeah.
Tell me what you brought here. This is a huge score here. Tell me the story behind this set.
This was Brickworld 2024. Great time. What is it? Biggest Lego convention in the country.
The biggest. Nothing like it.
Yeah, and
this
so,
year Brickworld 2024. Yep.
Yeah. So there was the yard sale. I think it was Sunday night. And that's where a bunch of vendors and anybody can just come out and like sell off their collection. So
the best part is the bartering and the negotiating, because they'll put up a sticker price, but you can be like, nah, like let's knock $10 off that.
Like literally, I saw this on the table, and the vendor had it on the table for $400, and one of the seals was already like broken on the side.
We got Dave Holder in here already. Am I right?
Oh yeah, Burger. Am I right? Yeah, so I'm like, I go up to the vendor and he has the Fortress for 400, and again, one of the seals was like broken. It was still like sealed, like the tape was on there, and so I go up to him and I like real quick looked up on Bricklink, and you mentioned bartering. Like a brand new inbox set is like $370, and the guy had it for $400. So I walked up to him. I'm like, "Hey, one of the seals on the side of the box is like a little damaged. The box has a bit of wear and tear, as you can see. Like,
what do you haggling?
What do you think about like $360, just like $10 lower?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll do $360." So I was like, "All right, cool. I mean, $40 off of what he wanted and $10 less."
And it's an amazing set too.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can. I'm gonna go to let me switch up my transition here, and then I can show the close-up. But this thing is massive, and if you're a fan of exo-force, this is the night. I can't even see myself on the screen right now behind this box. Let me see if I can fix this here. There we go. All right. Yeah, look at this. Look at this thing. This is I'm trying to like there's stuff inside the box. What's inside here?
Some of the extra like parts that don't come in like
got
this
some
little
of
bag.
the next. We got like there's so much.
I
That's
part
of
of
it. And also it does open up too.
Yeah.
You want to show? Here, I'm going back to the wide shot here. You can't even see anything.
You can. They don't do this in Lego sets anymore, and I wish they did. It's so cool.
I miss this so much. Like, like this is when Lego really went wrong.
Yeah,
was when
like
they got rid
they
of
have the comic book up here. They have like the two main mechs, all the figures, all the different functions,
all the characters here, like the animated versions of them.
Like the artwork, and then like you turn it around and there's like the alt build that you can do on this side, and man,
audio is doubled, Dave said. Oh no, we're already having this problem.
Oof.
Oh no. I'm gonna try and fix. Is it just my audio, Dave, or is it Jetty's too?
Oh boy.
We can try and fix it live here. Yeah, this set is great. If you're a fan of exo-force, this is the stream to join us tonight, because this is your favorite theme.
Yeah, this is my favorite. I mean, exo edits. Am I right?
It's in your name. Yeah. Why don't you? Let's go ahead and get set up. I'm gonna try and like fix this audio issue right on the on the fly. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna try and fix it here.
Post this up.
Let's see. I'm cutting out my audio here. Did this fix it? Oh, just when we go to the other camera.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Let's do this.
But literally sealed bags from, I want to say like 2006. Yeah. Brand new, never opened. So yeah, although I mean the instruction booklet is a little beat up, but I mean it's still pretty cool. Again, like you get just like original artwork and all that on the back.
Good.
What's really interesting to me is just the fact that the parts inventory is just at the very front rather than at the very back.
Ah, I see the problem. I see the
it's a
problem.
ZV1.
It was my other camera. Hang on. How is this? Can we is this better? Is this better? We good? Aren't we all? Sweet. Okay. I think that fixed it. I think that fixed it.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So you're working on this fortress.
Yeah.
What are you starting with? The mechs? Are we starting with the mechs?
I'm starting. So like bag 1 seems to be like all of the figures. So I'm gonna start with bag 1, and then I'm gonna try and see if I can get the both bags done.
Sweet.
Or like both mechs done.
Yep.
For this stream.
Sounds
that's
good.
the goal. We'll see.
We'll see. We're just hanging out. We're just literally hanging out. I have a pile of random stuff here to work on. It's been a busy couple weeks because this is the first stream that I've done here in a couple weeks. So, sounds like I'm underwater now. This is the classic. So if you've been here, if you've seen any of these streams, this is a typical issue. Is my mic ends up sounding like I'm underwater. So we're gonna reset it again.
He's swimming. I'm on dry land. So
Let's see if
yeah.
I can reset it here.
So while he's resetting that, I mean, I guess I can go into some lore. This was the Sentai Fortress. I got this back when back in 06. It was the first big like Lego set I had ever put together. So I didn't know what I was doing. Like usually, you have the numbered bags, like bag number 1, bag number 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And me being a 6-year-old and not knowing how to really do this properly, because I went from like small little like uplink mech to something a little bigger, and then to just a giant set. I had no idea what I was doing, so I opened all the bags at once.
How do I sound now? Does this sound normal? We'll have to work on this for next week. Testing. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
If it's not good, if it sounds like I'm underwater, we're just gonna have an underwater stream. We're gonna deal with it.
Unless you want to just
one of
share-
these weeks, yeah,
share a mic.
we could also share a mic. That's also
We could-
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. Anyways, let's go ahead and get. We need to catch up. Okay, we're good. Sweet.
Yay.
Yeah, I haven't streamed in a while, so we're kind of getting back into things and the rhythm of streaming and the rhythm of building back into Lego stuff. As for me, I've been swamped. Speaking of being underwater, I have been drowning in projects, commission work for some different clients. So I have been super busy, but I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to be working on more content. I've also been shooting a bunch of content for videos that are coming out eventually. Mr. Dave Holder might be showing up in an upcoming video very soon, hopefully. Well, we have Derica here as well. So
up,
good to
Derek?
see you guys. Is this someone?
my
you know?
sister.
Oh, nice. Oh, hi, Derica. There we go. Perfect. So it's been a busy couple weeks, and I'm excited to be back. I spent the last couple weekends traveling. So
me too.
Not only, you've been out of town crazy too.
Yeah.
You've been visiting family, and you've
Friends,
been like just
all
all over
up and
the
all
place.
over the place. Yeah.
So I went to Brick Rodeo in Austin, and I got some pretty cool stuff. So I wanted to show off a little bit of the stuff that I got in Austin. I was there over July 4th weekend, which was really exciting. And what's up? We got Playmation Shorts here.
Yo.
Welcome, Ben. Good to see you. Hope your night's going well. We're building exo-force, which I know you're a fan of as well. So
Yo.
I wanted to show off a few random things that I got from Austin. It was a really good convention. It was my first rodeo, my first brick rodeo, and the convention itself was at a hotel. It was really well organized. I got to see a lot of friends. We stayed with some friends there, and it was a great time. And we went to the bricks and minifigs there that you might have seen in some Immosaurus vlogs and some other
She's
videos.
at another bricks and minifigs opening like this weekend too.
There's a bricks and minifigs opening like every weekend. It feels like
They're taking over.
There's so many, but I thought I'd show off a few of the things that I got. It's just some minifigs, it's nothing too crazy. But I did get this. If you know any of the things that I've been working on lately, this is this is very cool. But I got a little R2D2 flashlight keychain. I thought it was kind of cool that it's like an oversized keychain. I got some Ewoks. from Bricks and Minifigs, which is always good. They had them for a good price, so I was like, why not? You can always use more Ewoks, and it's nice to have like multiple colors of them. If you're doing
that,
something.
Like, Endor Village too. To,
yeah,
pair them with?
Nice. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, great set. And then this is a figure that I was really happy with that I didn't have. It's U-3PO. It's a protocol droid that was in a book, and I was just shopping. I was like, I don't have a silver protocol droid, so I was pretty happy with that one. I got him for a good price. And then Brick Rodeo itself, oh my gosh, like the amount of swag that I have never seen.
Like the vendors or
no, the free stuff that they give you. So they
like
gave you,
like in those bags.
Yeah, they gave you a huge bag of parts, a custom set, which I actually have downstairs. I should have brought that up. They gave everyone who was an attendee.
It's the
belt buckle. They gave everyone a custom Lego like belt buckle because it's in Texas, so it's like perfect for that. But there was tons of other random stuff. I mean, like pins and stickers, and like they also gave you a huge bag with a t-shirt in it and like parts galore, like tons of really useful stuff too, like rare colors and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it was a great time. Is this the first time in your life you can say it's my first rodeo? It was my first rodeo, which is a rare. I feel like you don't hear that very often. It was my first rodeo, but it was a great time. I also picked. Oh, here was another thing they included. Was like these custom. Actually, let me open this up because this is really cool. It's a custom Brick Rodeo spaceman with the rodeo logo and the classic space. Like,
oh, that's cool.
Isn't that cool? Like, it's a really cool, like, custom thing from a convention. Like, they just gave these out to everyone who attended. So, usually there's, like, bricks or, stickers, things like that. That's pretty common. But, like, to get a minifigure, and he's even got, like an ear implant, too. It's, like, a custom. Yeah, cool. So it's, like, a really cool print. Very unique. And I also got my buddy Ross, Mr. Saurus, won this for me. They were doing a challenge where I think it was for charity, where you pay like a couple bucks and you can reach into a bin and you can pull out a brick, and you either get a minifigure or a poly bag. And I saw this R2, which was a gift with purchase from a couple years ago, and I was like, I want that. And I think I paid I was like, I think I want this, and I told him I wanted it. And I kept trying for it, and I'm donating to charity, so it was for a good cause.
Yeah.
But I couldn't grab it, and I gave up. And then he went over and on his first try, reached into the bag and pulled out the brick that was this poly bag, and he gave that to me. Very nice of him. So thank you, Ross. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's a great gift with purchase. And yeah, we've got a couple other people here. Dave said, let's see, what Payment said. I've heard great things about Rodeo. Yes, Rodeo was great. Is the pink droid still supposed to be coming in a set this year? I thought she was supposed to be in the droid set. Yes, the droid you're referring to, which might be featured in an upcoming video that I'm working on, is rumored to come out in October. So there is supposed to be a 7th anniversary figure for the Lego Star Wars that's coming out in October. So more information about that later. Chilbra, pop by the stream to say I'm a fan. Love the content. Thanks for all the uploads. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for showing up. I don't know what uploads you're talking about. I haven't been uploading in a long time, but I'm excited for you to see all the uploads that are coming soon, which are always excited to look forward to. Jason Nader said, can you spin in a circle? Which...
Is that just like...
Yeah, I have to like... Here, we'll do it together.
All right.
We'll do this together.
Am I going clockwise or are you going counter?
I think it would be kind of fun to both go like clockwise.
All right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's for you, Jason Nader. Just for free. The first spin is free. First time around. I also got, while I was there, I realized we're just looking at a blank table. I got this set, the new yellow Lego truck set, and this was
like a bunch of Easter eggs in that one too.
Yeah, I love it because there's like actual tiles for Lego sets that are real Lego sets. It's like it's carrying Lego products. So,
or is it like stickered?
The sets I believe are stickered.
Okay.
But it comes with a ton of really cool prints, like the Lego logo there is printed, and these big tiles on the side are printed. So there's some great pieces here, some cool minifigures, like a little hot dog stand as well. So we had a build night in Austin, just hanging out with all of us, and I built the truck, which is here, or the remnants of it, along with the hot dog stand, which was built by my friend, and then the this little forklift here. And so it did not survive fully the suitcase in which it was transported in. So I need to rebuild it, and then I need to finish building the back end of the truck. So Derek has said, can you show the exo-force minifigures closer? We can, because Jetty has finished them.
I have finished them.
So here, let's zoom in further here, because we got to... Let me clear the table. These deserve their own spotlight. Tell me about these figures, because these are so unique. I'm going to pull my favorite one here.
I mean, we got, like... So, blue hair is Hikaru, if I'm not
Hikaru?
mistaken. Hang on.
The names are on the box?
I gotta fact check myself.
It's right here.
Yeah, Hikaru.
Hikaru.
Green hair is Takeshi.
Takeshi.
Purple is Rio.
Rio.
And then red hair is Hayato.
Who has the same torso as Hikaru.
Because they're both in like the flight unit of the exo-force.
We can't forget Sensei Wu.
Sensei Cake.
Does he have a name? Sensei? Is it just Sensei, or is it Sensei something?
Kaiken?
Kaiken.
Yeah.
Kaiken.
Yeah.
Kaiken.
Yeah.
I love these though. These are.
I mean, because like exo-force really started the double minifigure head print too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They were the first figures to really do that, and then that got incorporated into what, like Star Wars, superheroes, whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. And they've got like such expressive anime faces too. Like.
So good.
Yeah.
They did it better than the Clone Wars, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. I would love to see Lego do another anime theme with this kind of art style. Like, it's so good. So
imagine they did that just to Ninjago, just to see what would happen.
Yeah. Look at the... I don't know. I need to hold it closer. It might be out of focus, but the consternation on this man's face.
He is very intense on fighting robots.
And these hair molds, like... Did they show up again? Did we get these again?
I think the only one that showed up was the black one for Nightwing.
Oh, yeah.
In Batman 06. And then they've never showed up since.
It's like made out of this weird rubbery material like feels different than other rubber hair molds to me. Like it's very unique. So, yeah, I love exo-force.
Ahead of its time.
I grew up loving Hikaru's what's the name of his mech?
It's the Stealth Hunter, and then the one after that is the Silent Strike, and then the one after that is... He's
a library. He's an exo... This is exo edits on display
and
here.
then the one after that... Oh, man.
We should do a game show where we quiz you on exo-force lore.
I'd probably still... I'm sure there are way more, like, diehard fans out there that know this even better than I do. Year 3 is, like, the weakest year for me, because...
Yeah.
In my opinion, it was definitely the weakest year of exo-force, but it was also the last year of exo-force. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playmation said, I low-key miss when the figs were always the first thing you build. Yeah, I was going to point that out, because it has you build all of them.
Yeah.
It doesn't have you build them throughout the set. Like, here, we'll do this. There, you can see, like, it has you build all of them at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy. And then you start on the mech for Hayato, which... I think he only comes in a couple sets, right?
He came in Gate Assault for the year 1 sets. He came in Gate Assault, and then the Bridge Walker versus the White Lightning, and then
is the Sensei exclusive to this one?
I believe so. Yeah, he's exclusive to this set.
And then we also get the robots here, which you're working on here. We'll show those off in a minute.
Yeah,
exo-force is great. I would love to see it officially come back, but we did get. We did get it come back, kind of a spiritual
designer
successor.
Aaron Newman did everybody, like, he didn't have to, but he did, and I'm so glad he did.
Yeah. If you guys haven't heard, so there was a new set that came out that is it's a city set, and it's a roller coaster, and he included the Stealth Hunter as a robot,
Easter egg robot.
But it's the full mech. It's
not
the full thing. But it's kind of like chibi. It's a little bit smaller, so it's cool to see the fans of exo-force who are Lego designers still including. There's been a ton of Easter eggs in other sets too. Like,
because there was like the flight logo for exo-force was in like a Ninjago mech way back in like 2017. I want to say.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got Aaron Crumbly here. IGGY. What does that mean? Am I out of? Is this an in joke that I'm not?
Whenever we're on the road, it was like back in like Iowa at a brick convention, and someone just mentioned Iggy Azalea, and then
ever
since
okay, nice.
Aaron and I just like
Good to see you, Aaron. Glad you're here.
What's
Derek
up,
has said, "I love their hair." Yeah, I love these.
It's so good.
I wish they made them in more colors because you could do like custom characters from other anime and like all kinds of stuff. I remember the black Nightwing hair is so valuable to me because it's like, you know, that's the only. Wasn't there a character in exo-force that had black hair though too?
So
the guy in the tank, right?
The guy in the tank. Yeah, the guy in the tank, and also in the Gate Assault. So
what's
like
his
they're like
what's that character's name?
They're like just nameless guards. So like
really,
apparently they're pretty much under the engineering crew, which is the purple hair.
Yeah.
And then they're just engineers, like stock engineers.
Nameless
no name,
guy with
nameless
the
guy,
only
but they have
with
black
only
hair.
black hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great set. I'm looking forward to seeing it come together. I guess I'm gonna build the I'm gonna work on this truck that is half built here. I'm gonna crack this open. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I know it's been like kind of inconsistent schedule for streaming lately. We're gonna pull all this out here, so pardon the noise. But yeah, it's been a busy last couple of weeks. What have you been up to? You've been busy too. Like you've been traveling. Like I don't know if we want to talk about all the stuff that you've been doing, but you've been building too.
I've
like
been designing.
You showed me something
stuff.
you built the other day that you've been working on. Like what have you been up to as far as Lego goes these days?
So I just built I finished building after like an 8-month design process. I was building the Kingdom Key or the Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts.
I should have had you bring it tonight.
Oh, I should have brought it.
You should have brought it. Yeah,
100%.
we could have showed that off.
I don't know if I'm gonna like make a video on it. I might. I'm also very busy, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll probably make a post about it on my Instagram at some point.
Nice.
But I mean, here's a close up of the.
Drones. The table's already a mess here. Here we go. The drones. Right here.
Evil leader Mecha 1.
These are so classic. The bronze. The gold one is the leader, right? This is the supreme. Does he have a name? It's like
Mecha 1.
Mech 1.
Yeah.
So cool. And these arms, the exo-force arms, have like proliferated long beyond the.
They're still It's introduced in 2006 and running 18 years later. Did I do the math right?
I always wanted an army of these. Like I'm sure you have an army full of these.
I think I do.
Have you counted all of them, or like...
I haven't counted. My Lego collection is all over the country right now, so I haven't been able to do like a take stock or take count of what I have.
Aaron said his Keyblade is amazing. Beyond the Brick will want some close-up shots of it for real. For real. Really, yes. I've seen it. I saw it when I was at his house yesterday, and it's incredible. So
it's pretty great. Nightwing has Hitomi's hair. Yes, Derica. Hitomi had black hair. Yep, that was year 2 of exo-force.
Hitomi, is that...
That's the sensei's granddaughter.
Okay.
We don't know what happened to his kids. I don't know. Like, there's so many unanswered questions in the theme.
So
again, I'm sure people have answers. I just don't know enough about it.
It sounds like you're the undisputed expert here, though. So.
Oh boy. Starts sweating profusely.
No. Yeah, it's I'm excited for people to see. Are you going to be posting the Keyblade on your Instagram, or what's the plan? Have you shown anybody
go on my
yet?
Instagram. I don't know if I can make a video of it just with my schedule this year with work as well, but I'll throw it up on Instagram.
Got to put something out for it. Yeah. Only thing I want to see, Jetty, is the dirt mole being beaten to death with a key sword. Nice.
Oh man.
Also mixed in with this, the parts for this, we'll shout her out here, is the sig fig for my friend Emily, also known as Emmosaurus. There you go. There's Emmosaurus hanging out with the
Iron Drones and Mecha 1.
They're defending her here. Well, this is her squad. So when you come up to see Emmosaurus at a convention, that's who you gotta deal with. Her squad. The exo-force sets are super sick, said Geek Effect. Good to see you, Kirk.
So
they are indeed. I need to get a shirt. I feel like underdressed here. Like I need to. Where did you get this? Did you have that made for yourself?
No, I got this from Atlanta Brick Co.
Nice.
I got it at Brick Fair, Virginia. I want to say last year. Yeah, last
Nice.
year. Which actually, Brick Fair, Virginia is coming up in like 2 weeks.
That's right.
I can't attend, unfortunately, but yeah.
I'm undecided on if I'll be there or not. I am not sure yet. I would love. I've never been to Brick Fair, Virginia, but I would love to go.
It's a classic.
Have you been? How many times have you been?
I've been twice now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which years did you go? Which years?
I went 2021.
Okay.
And last year 2023.
Nice.
Yeah. And it was a good time.
How would you compare your experience at Brick World to Brick Fair?
Oof.
Like, if you could only go to one, which one would you go to?
Man,
I'm just putting it out there. Which one's better?
I think if you want like more of like a small community vibe,
Yeah.
with like less stakes and pressure, Brick Fair is the one to go to.
Okay.
But like if you want like hype, the train never ends, 24/7 Lego community hangouts, you go to Brick World.
Yep.
Chicago. Yeah, it's just like it's just like a little, like it's still pretty big, don't get me wrong, but like it's definitely it's a like chiller
it's a different vibe.
Yeah. It's a different vibe. Like Brick World this year, and I feel like even like when I went and we met like 2 years ago, it was just non-stop. Like like it's just thing after thing after thing.
It's overwhelming.
Because like people will hang out till like 3 a.m, and then people that are just gonna be in the hall like and just never go home because they're just setting up.
Yep.
I
enjoy that though. I think it's fun, to like have, and I like that they keep the hall open. Like I've heard at Brick Fair they don't, like they close it, right? Like it's only open for a certain amount of time.
Like for we're talking Brick Fair.
Brick Fair,
like I think it definitely closes after a certain time. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it also because it is just a separate convention center, whereas I feel like the Brick World venue, because like the hotel and the convention center are connected, like hangout spots are way more like
makes sense. I have a bunch of random like pieces of this set that we're putting together. But let's see. Geek Effects said, "Yep, Brick World Chicago is the place to be." We got to see you at Brick World next year, Kirk, if you're going to be there. I know you didn't make it this year, but I hope you can make it next time. Emmett said, "Jetty, what are those emblems on your shirt?"
These are all the emblems of the main 4 characters. So I want to say this is Rio's. So this is the engineering symbol. This is Takeshi. This is like the ground combat.
Yep.
No, wait, actually, no. This is Aerial, which is Hikaru. This one's Takeshi.
Mixes with the wings.
Yeah, which is I think ground assault, and then this one is Hayato, which is also aerial but slightly different. I don't know. Yeah, but they each represent the 4 main characters essentially. Yeah.
Mecha 1 is just a puppet for the real powerful one, Emmasaurus. Yes.
She caused the robots to go rogue.
The robot uprising is thanks to Emmasaurus.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I had a great time at Brick World. It was definitely overwhelming. I feel like I don't know how you are, but I can usually like turn on my social battery for like events, like just overclock my social battery, and then when I get back home I just crash. I don't want to talk to anybody, and I just need like to recover. So Brick World kind of does that to me. Like it's a busy time, but it's worth it, because really I was thinking about it, for a lot of people, like I know we met at Brick World 2022.
Yeah, 2022.
Yeah, that was the first time we met, which was a great year. That was also the first year that they like came back after COVID. Yeah. So it's always like a crazy time for a short time, and then you get back and it's like you're dead, you're cooked. But I feel like I can do it. I was thinking, this is what I was thinking, trying to finish my thought, like get ahead of myself. I'm just glitching here. No, I feel like Brick World is really the one place every year where I'm gonna see all the people in the community that I want to hang out with.
Yeah.
And I'll see other people at other conventions, but there's so many people there, and so like there's always people that miss, and I wish they could make it.
Yeah.
But like it's like the one to go to. You're gonna see a ton of people, and like I might not go to Brick Fair, but that's pretty much going to be the one time a year that I see certain people. Is at Brick World.
I think it's also just because of the international appeal
Yep.
that Brick World has,
Exactly.
whereas like Brick Fair Virginia is more like U.S. based.
This is true. This
Right.
is true.
So yeah.
Here's the truck that was the part of the truck that was built. So I'm missing a piece there. I need to figure out where that is. But this is a great truck. This is the new one that just came out, I think last month, but I got it at Costco for, I think like 80 or 70 bucks, and it goes for 100. So
Nice.
the Costco price was really good, and I just stuffed all the bags in my suitcase and came home with it. So we'll put that here, and I started on the back end of it, which is this third instruction manual.
So is this for an animation coming up, or is this just
this
for,
is
like,
just
parts?
an impulse, like, hey, this is really cool. It's a really cool set, and I haven't just bought something for myself in a while. So I just thought it was a great deal, and I also don't have that many like semi trucks. Like I would love to take this and like recolor it. I was thinking if you took this exact design, you could make any truck for any kind of brand,
Yeah.
like as long as these pieces are in the right colors. So
That's a 6 wide, right? Like 6 stud wide or 8 stud?
it's 8 stud wide.
Nice.
Yeah,
No, that's
So-
pretty good.
it's a great truck. I think it's one of the best they've done. Sorry. I feel like I missed so much of Brick World. It was busy and crazy. Yeah, there's always stuff that I miss out on too. 2022 has probably been my favorite. It was also my first one. I didn't know that was your first one, Ben. That's crazy. Yeah. Wow. Let's get this cracked open here. I've got to like figure out how this goes back together. Have you traveled with Lego before, like in suitcases, like broken stuff down and traveled with it before?
So, I mean, we both have made the trip to, Lego Mecca to Denmark.
That's true.
So, for those of you who don't know, I used to intern for Mini Superheroes Today, Jonathan.
Yep.
Shout out to him. So, in 2022 also, we went out to Denmark, and we got to go to like I think it's the PE store or like the P store.
The P store, yeah. Which is the employees only store. Very
Yep.
special place to go.
And so we just went on a shopping haul, where like everything in that store is essentially 50% off, marked down. So we bought so much Lego, and it got to the point where like I don't know if I've gone into this rant for you before.
I want to hear it.
I am okay. So I have a conspiracy where like when we got there, the like event organizers told us like there is no postage or like post office in Billings.
In Billings?
where like
Okay.
the Lego houses or where the headquarters is. You won't find one. The nearest one is apparently
no.
like 45 minutes away, and not even that. It's like a small little like UPS like drop off thing, or like
no.
a DHL little drop off window. So it just doesn't
You
make
gotta be
sense
choosy.
because I'm like, how does that work? Like you don't. What do you mean you don't have like a post office anywhere here?
There's definitely a post
like there
office
has to be
somewhere
one.
here, yeah.
But like I think the entire town has been like. It has a secret agreement that like we're not gonna tell outsiders where the post office is, because like I mean, say you're visiting from like anywhere else in the world, and you go
Right.
to the Lego house and like you buy like the exclusive like the duck, the Lego
Yep.
house architecture, the pirate.
Pirate.
Like you can't just go in every day and buy your limit of 3, and then just
right, and
ship
then
it back
out.
to the
That makes
because like
sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
so they won't tell you where the post office is. So I'm convinced there is a post office in Billund,
They just
Denmark,
didn't want to tell you.
but like I just don't know. And like you can look it up on Google Maps. You're like it'll be like post office, and there isn't one So they're just
It's like hidden
For
around a
error
back alley. Like
404
it's like you have
does
to go
not
through a
exist.
maze or something.
Yeah, like you had to go into like a secret bar, give him the password, which is like what the Der Becken got, like the like only the best is good enough.
Yeah.
Like it's the password, and you had to say it in like perfect Danish. Like
Prove you're
there's
local.
no post office there, but I'm like, that doesn't. How does the entire town get their mail then? How does Lego ship out anything from their headquarters? It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is like, there's a post office and there's a postal system in Denmark, in Billund. It's just the entire town has like
They've
a secret
agreed.
pact. I don't know if it's like a contractual obligation where like you cannot tell like
That's so
tourists
funny.
that there is a post office here, so that they can't take advantage of any of the exclusively sold sets, like. And
That's
like
so
nobody
funny.
can buy them and just ship them back to like wherever they live.
Right. Yeah. So you're stuck in Billund. You have all this opportunity to get at the things that you want to get.
Yeah.
Except
You're limited on space, right? So this was back in 2022, and we just have buckets and buckets of like Lego. I'm pretty sure like Jonathan and I stayed up for like probably like 3-4 hours past like what we were planning on going to sleep for to catch our flight in the morning, just like packing stuff down. And it got to the point where like he gave up, took all the figures out of like this one star. I think it was a Mandalorian starfighter. So he took like the Bo-Katan, the Maul guy that I think Gar Saxon, and the other Mandalorian out, and he was like, I'm just gonna throw these parts away. I'm like, that's perfectly good. Like you can't let that go to waste.
Right.
I'm like, no, I'm gonna take those pieces. And he's like, good luck fitting it in. So I sat down at the table, I poured all the parts out, and I just started like knolling everything, like stacking things together to maximize
to
like
make it
surface.
fit. Yeah.
Surface like the volume of everything.
Yeah,
And I got
yeah.
everything in there. And man, getting that suitcase closed was such an endeavor, but I got it. And I just remember going through customs, and the guy was about to open my bag. I'm like, dude, if you open that, it's gonna
bursting.
like spill out. And like the guy in customs was like, do you have anything to claim? I'm just like, just a butt ton of Lego. And he was just like, you're good, you get out of here.
Nice. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of facing the same thing when I was leaving Austin, because I was trying to fit this set, the truck, along with, anything else I could fit with the that was free from the convention, and so I definitely had to store some in like my backpack, and it was overflowing.
Yeah.
But flying with Lego is hard.
It is
really hard.
quite difficult. Well, I got the mini flyer mech done
For Hayato.
which is just so interesting because like it's literally pieced together by just the minifigure. He's standing on like faux legs.
Oh yeah,
it
he's
doesn't-
holding it.
Yeah, it's just like that, and it's just, like you don't see Lego doing stuff like this much anymore. It's so interesting.
Derica said she looked it up. It seems like Hikaru's insignia is for air combat, Hayato's is for miscellaneous air like recon, scouting, defense, even though they both obviously do air combat.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
What's up, Ben? Hey,
Ben
Jenny,
Gass.
how do you like
Look at this. We got all these people in here that know you. Like, we need to be streaming more with Jetty because like he's bringing
I'm
the
bringing
crowd.
the crowd in.
Everyone's coming by to say hello. Welcome to the stream, Ben.
I'm loving it, Ben. It's reliving my childhood. Because when I built this for the first time, I just opened all the bags without any rhyme or reason, and my older brother was like, "Why did you do that?" And I was like, "I don't know." Again, it was my first big Lego set that I'd ever built, so I had no idea that there was like a bag numbering system that you had to follow. And so like it took us like a lot longer because like I like poured all the bags open and I mixed all the parts up, and my brother was so upset. He was like, "I don't know why you did this," and it just took us way longer to put it together.
Also, we have to point out, I don't know if have you pulled anything from this yet? Like, look at the size of this sticker sheet. Like,
Yeah.
this is crazy. Like, and there's
The
also
sticker sheet is bringing the heat.
This bringing the heat. The sticker sheet. It's just, I'd like to eat. I don't know. We can keep going. The amount of clear stickers on this too, like, is really interesting because all of these are like the symbols and like there's some really interesting ones. This is one theme in which I don't mind the stickers. I don't know, like there's all these crazy characters and some of them you don't have to align perfectly. Like it's like a cool symbol or a character, you know. So yeah, it's just part of the art style. Let me grab another bag here.
Go for it.
Yeah, I gotta make room.
Yeah, this theme walked so that
Ninjago
and literally any other mech theme or set could run.
Exactly.
Man, it's just so like monumental, and it was just so different. Like they really have not done anything like so experimental since. Which again, like I think Ninjago's just taken up that spiritual successor role. But
I think for me too, it definitely was my first exposure to anything in this like anime art style, like as a kid, and it made me really interested in like anime. And they had like, didn't they have animations too? Like there were some like animations
there was like a 4-minute
CGI
like animation that kind of explored the lore, and then there was a comic.
Cartoon Network. Wasn't there a thing on Cartoon Network too?
I don't know if it was on Cartoon Network.
Maybe I'm misremembering there being some kind of an exo-force TV thing. I can't remember.
There wasn't a TV thing, but there were books and comics, and like I read the comics, and like, man, they were so good. Like, so good.
Yeah.
So good. Like
back in the day when Lego would do comics with every set, I missed that too.
All the bullet holes in this and the gate set are wild. I'm glad mine were applied well because I have both sets. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like literally there's just, 7 giant bullet holes and like multiple other like small bullet holes. Crazy.
There it is. Yeah, there they are. All the bullet holes.
Man. Yeah.
See, that's like, I wish Lego would put that in some of their sets, just like wear and tear on stickers that you could like apply freely. I think that's cool. Yeah. So, I
mean, like they did that with like, well, it was more like bonus stickers. Like I know they do that in Dream sets, and they do that in
I haven't built any Dream sets, so this is what I wouldn't know.
The Z Blob and the Bunshu,
nice.
Like when those sets first came out, and those were fun.
Yeah.
But also, when Ninjago went through their like Prime Empire arc, there were like extra stickers that were included, and those were really cool.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of stickers and prints, look at this.
Woo!
This is nice.
That's cool.
This is a 4x4 tile print of the Lego logo. You don't see that very often. That's pretty cool.
You can now make like a banging Lego store model.
Yeah, that would be great. Like put that up in the roof, you know. He's bringing the heat. I'm here for jetting now. Sorry, Adam said Ben. Listen, I love bringing in guests because this is what happens. Like the guest is always more interesting than me, but I'm here for it. No, I am excited for some of the cool tiles. Like look at this. Also, speaking of these, like these are all prints. Like
what?
These are some of the printed big tiles in the truck set. So these are just giant cool Lego prints. So are they all unique or no? There's 2 of each, and these 2 are unique, just mirrored with the minifigure and the bricks. But yeah, a cool meta set with a lot of references. There is a lot of new sets coming out. We are on the cusp of August summer releases very soon. And there's a lot of cool stuff coming out. What are you excited for? Is there anything you're like, I gotta pick this up? This is what I'm picking up.
Itching for that exo-force roller coaster amusement park set and the Cole's Titan mech. Like again, like exo-force walked so that Ninjago could run.
Yep, basically.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I am stoked for Jaws. Legend of Zelda also.
Wait, that's August?
Is it August? No, it's September.
I think it's September.
It's September. Yeah. Okay, I'm just excited. I'm just looking forward to that one. But yes, Star Wars is coming out too. We've got a bunch of new Star Wars sets, some really good ones in there. The summer releases are always exciting. It's always a good time. But yeah,
that Legend of Zelda one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
What's your thoughts? Are you a Zelda enjoyer? Are you a Zelda fan?
I've played Breath of the Wild and a little bit of Tears of the Kingdom. I did play the 3DS like remaster of Ocarina of Time.
Nice.
Like, way back in the day. And that's kind of been my like Zelda exposure, but like it's just really cool that they're making it.
Yep.
Like that Master Sword and like the Hylian Shield molds, they all look so good.
Absolutely. Is it going to be something that you're going to get, or like what's the?
I'm probably not going to be on like the day one train unless they do like some really cool like GWP along with the launch of it. But I will probably get it in due time. Just probably not at like the immediate moment, you know.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people who feel the same. I'm excited to see if they do. I would like to see them release something alongside it, like if there's going to be a gift with purchase, or I don't know if that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
With a set like that, because it's the first of its kind for Zelda.
Hey, Dave Holder.
Mr. Dave Holder, I'm coming to Atlanta BrickCon. Can I come on your stream? Absolutely. Like we need to do. I've been waiting for a chance to have you here. Are you going to be in Atlanta? You got to tell me how long, because if you're here on a Wednesday night, then absolutely. When we're streaming on Wednesdays. For anyone that's new here that isn't here regularly, we are getting back to streaming every Wednesday night here on the channel, just hanging out, building something, chatting. Usually we have someone on, or from the local squad here in Atlanta, or people who visit and come hang out. Lots of cool AFOLs and cool builds and chill vibes. So tune in, subscribe, like the stream, do whatever you want. But yeah, it's just a chance for us to hang out, chat, catch up, and I'm gonna turn on the AC, by the way, because it's kind of getting hot.
I'm getting
a little you burning up in here? Yeah, it's so this is my upstairs studio in my house, and it is wildly inconsistent as far as the AC airflow, but we'll get the air on here. Playmation said, one day I'll track down some indie sets and come be a guest. Would love to come hang out. Yes, Ben, like you're more than welcome to anytime you're here. If you come for Atlanta as well, I feel like I just need to have like a guest stream with tons of people who want to come hang out and build. But yeah, I'm glad you're here as well. Chill. I'm glad you're here. You're more than welcome to come and join us in the future. I'm trying to have like a bunch of friends on who last time we had Mr. Aaron Crumley, who was here earlier.
Oh yeah.
Hanging out for a stream a couple weeks ago. So it's a good time. But yeah, I'm very excited about August releases. I am scared about how much money I'm going to spend, and I also just wrapped up like a job, so I have that extra in my wallet that I'm like, ooh, this is dangerous. New Lego releases, and I'm also, I can afford to get stuff, so we'll see what I end up with. But I'll probably end up building it all here, so you guys will see what I get.
I mean, if I get that exo-force park set, I would love to come back and build that.
Yes, we can build it here.
Oh, we could do a rematch on speed building together.
Yeah. Hey, we haven't actually raced though yet. Yeah. Well, we did kind of race.
We did technically that one time.
So for those who don't know, we've been streaming for a while, and Jetty was a viewer before he was a guest, and he got. It was the Ahsoka shuttle.
Yeah,
wasn't
it was the Ghost.
It was the Ghost. That's right. So yeah, from your point, I'm curious about this from your point of view though, because I know what happened on mine, but I started streaming the Ghost build, and Jenny comes in the chat and is like, I have this set too. What if we race?
I literally, I used to work for the Lego store. I picked up that set that day. I was on the train home, because I used to live in New York. I was on the train home, and then Mr. Ant Bandit starts to stream, and he's like, I'm building the Ghost tonight. I'm like, I just bought the Ghost. This is so great. Yeah. What if we just build in tandem? That was the most fun I've had watching a stream, being like, oh!
And I thought I was getting on for a chill hangout, and then Jenny comes on and is like, well, I'm just gonna race you, and it's on the line. I gotta step it up, and it's hard to build and stream at the same time.
Oh, yeah. And you still you were also like 3 bags ahead of me.
That's true. I did have a head start. So what you're saying is we need a rematch that's a proper race.
Yeah, a proper race.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. That sounds like fun.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Dave said you'll be in town for a month. Oh, you'll absolutely have time to come and hang out. Yeah. Playmation has an exciting August release as well. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, if you guys don't follow Ben Playmation Shorts, you gotta go follow him. He just wrapped up an exciting Indiana Jones contest as well.
Very nice. Very nice.
So yeah, I just watched an Indiana Jones video. I can't remember made by who, but it was like a retrospective on a bunch of the sets. It was Jedi Bob. Jedi Bob did an Indiana retrospective. It was really well done. So.
Nice.
But yeah, did you collect a lot of the indie sets?
I did not. Collecting Lego early on was like, I didn't really have like much of an allowance just in my family. The way my family operated.
You gotta be choosy. It's like Christmas and birthdays.
Yeah,
I get it.
Pretty much it. So it was either like exo-force or the parts bin, or like the occasional like the only like. I think the first Star Wars set I got was like in like the oh man, I think it was like the 2007. There was like I think it was a V-wing fighter.
Okay, nice. Like the Republic
and
one?
like that was like the only Star Wars set I had for a while. And then after that, I got the like the Anakin Skywalker Jedi Interceptor with the Vulture droid.
Yeah.
That was also
classic.
a really cool one.
Love that one.
So like the amount of like Lego sets I got as a kid were like few, far, and in between.
That's how it is for a lot of people. I definitely was looking forward to birthdays every year, getting Lego on my birthday. And I definitely still ask for Lego on my birthday. I've got a birthday coming up. If anybody here is watching, wants to send me some Lego, I'm not going to say no to that. So
one of the things that I found like hurts as like being like known as the Lego guy in like your social circles.
Yep.
Is that like people will be like, oh, but like you have so much Lego already. Like we don't
never
know what to
have
get
so much
you.
Lego.
And it's just like, what if we get you a Lego set that like you already own? I'm like, no, you don't. I want the duplicates because then I have two of the same minifigure, and then I could like you do something with it, or like I can do something else with the part. It's just like there's no normalized gift giving Lego to Lego people.
It's okay. If you know the Lego person in your life, get them a Lego set because they will still enjoy it no matter what. So
I should make that into a shirt. Normalize giving Lego to Lego people.
Normalize that. I mean, yeah, that would be great. Jedi Bob's video was great. Yes, it was. Brett Hooper is here. Howdy. Another person from Austin. How you doing, Brett? Hope you're doing well. Ben said no one ever wants to buy me Lego for my birthday. You gotta be forward with people. You gotta be like, listen, I know it's my 35th birthday or however you're old. I know it's my 40th birthday, but I still want Lego. You still gotta get it to me. So I'm excited for August releases. I feel like the Legend of Zelda set. You know, my birthday is in August, but if it comes out in September, see now I'm like, who's gonna get me the Legend of Zelda set for my birthday? Like I was gonna put that on my list, and now it doesn't come out for another month.
Yo,
see, that's a problem.
Seth, what's up? I got all the people coming out for me.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. I know you're just here for me, but you know.
Exo Edits bringing the heat.
Exo Edits bringing the heat. I feel like I'm taking up the camera with my my Lego truck here that I'm building. This has nothing to do with exo-force. We got to get it out of the picture here. How's the? We got the.
I'm almost done. Give me 2 seconds, real quick. Hey, hang on. Yeah, pressure's on now. Oh man,
this is a weird angle. I've never seen that for the arms, like out like that.
It was such a. This is like, man, like again, it's like this set is just so interesting in that like you got everything and you got like 2 premium mechs too. It's the perfect thing.
Yep. Brett said just send family links to the set you want. Yep. See, there's another thing too. Oh, there we go.
That's just creepy.
Yeah, this is triggering the arachnophobes here. Look at this thing. This looks like something out of like a I don't even know, like a Tim Burton movie. I like the use of the these harpoon pieces as the legs. Yeah. That's pretty cool. And I like that he's just, you know.
This theme was just so cool.
The robot, hang on, like, look, you gotta see, like, his arms outstretched like this. He's just like. He's just dominating in this pose. but another great one. The silver ones were like a rank up, right? From the bronze. So
those
bronze
were
are
the Iron Devastators, I think, I think they were just called Devastators.
Okay, so we had Mecha 1, and we have the soldiers or the drones.
Iron Drones and then
Iron
Devastators.
Very nice.
Yeah, and like there were like for certain like mech sets, they like certain of the for like the robot side, they have like different. So like if you look at the Mecha 1 figure, it's kind of like dual molded in with like some black injected plastic. They did certain Devastators with like different like translucent colors. So there was one in like neon green.
Oh yeah,
neon.
That's right.
I think they did red and blue, and it was so cool.
That's cool. Here's the question I have for you, exo-force related. So,
oh no.
Wave 1 and 2 was on the mountain, right? So if you don't know about exo-force, let's set the scene here. The premise of exo-force is that robots have, AI has become sentient and is trying to destroy humanity, right?
We're getting there soon.
Okay, yeah, we're getting there very soon for real life. So that's the premise, and then the last holdout of humanity is on this mountain, on Mount Sentai, or what's the name of the mountain? Is it Sentai Mountain?
I think it's just called a mountain.
Okay, the mountain. And the cool thing with the art is that the mountain is split in half between the warring factions. You've got the humans, and you've got the robots, and so they have these bridges, and the mountain's cut in half, and it's over this like sea of clouds.
Yeah.
And so they're fighting, they're warring, and humanity's trying to survive, and they've built mech suits to fight them. And then that's how the first 2 years of it go, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just on the mountain, and then in year 3, they go off the mountain below the clouds to the jungle.
Yeah, like the bottom of the mountain to the jungle below.
Which was new, and the mechs, like, they look different. It's not my favorite. I think that's where exo-force kind of lost me. But here's the question I have. If LEGO were to bring the theme back, exo-force, Wave 4, Year 4, or whatever, what would they do that would excite you as a fan? Like, they can't go back to the mountain. It's got to be a new, like, biome or terrain or, like, what kind of theme? I think jungle is a pretty focused theme, even though it wasn't my favorite. What would you pitch as the new exo-force? Like, where would it start? Would you go back to the mountain? What would you do?
Okay, so like if Brett Hooper, you lost me at mountain. Also, just real quick, going to the chat. Jetty, did you also get that sealed Supernova? It goes hard. I did, but I also gifted it to a friend after.
Yes.
So I do not have the Supernova anymore, but it does look very good because I've seen it built now. And then I think that spider guy is officially called Mini Striking Venom. What a silly name. That's pretty cool.
I love that for him. Like, I am not Striking Venom. I am Mini Striking Venom.
Man, if they were to do a year,
if they were gonna bring it back, what would excite you? Like, what would be like? Oh yeah, this is the new.
You mentioned earlier like having like a decrepit like battle damage stickers.
Yeah.
So like the lore is with year 1, like they're fighting with their base, like what they have, like resources. So in year 2, they're still fighting on the mountain. They go higher up, and it's really interesting lore because there's a golden city that has like a cloaking barrier, and they bring the barrier down, and so it's supposed to be like ancient technology and like ancient mechs that are like golden and all that. So that's the year 2. But like I want to say there was like one aspect where like they go back to the year 1 state, and like everything's like decrepit and like run down. So it'd be really cool to see like if we do like something like an Empire Strikes Back where like the robots really like drive the humans to the brink.
Okay.
And like you have like your double audio is back.
Oh no. Double audio is back.
One of the it would be cool to see like if the humans get driven to the brink after like the jungle arc, you have all of these like jank mechs that are like battle damaged. You use like really interesting elements and like more creative like things, because like
that would be cool.
What would you do if you have like very minimal like electronics to build battle machines to like fight against the robots, and the robots have even more like leveled up designs.
It's like apocalyptic, like cobbled together.
Yeah.
They're pushed to the brink, and then it almost is like a reset because they have to rebuild their mechs to this like back to strength. Like that would be really cool. How is the audio now? How are we sounding? Is this better? I know we always have audio issues with this. I hope this is. I hope it's working. I hope you guys can hear me. Wayne said, "Nice Lego set, indeed, indeed." Jetty is building the Sentai Fortress, about to start on. What is the name of this one?
Silent Strike.
The Silent Strike.
So it's really interesting. If I remember the lore correctly on this, like this mech is built with like certain like auditory sensors.
Okay.
To where like it like goes invisible to like the robots like sensors and all that.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like how individual all the mechs are. Like they all have a cool feature. You know, it's almost like Bionicle or the Toa. They've got unique abilities. James Nunnally said, "Put Batman in the mech." I don't have
even
a Batman
built yet.
nearby. Hang on.
Where did he go?
I don't know. We need, he's downstairs. There.
Oh man.
We'll put Sauron. We can put Sauron in the mech. Or
hang on, I got you.
We put Immosaurus in the mech. We'll put Immosaurus in the mech.
Cause
She's here.
She caused AI to go crazy.
Yeah, this is for the algorithm. If I say Immosaurus' name enough, this live stream's just gonna pop off.
Yeah.
Thanks, Emily. Appreciate it.
Man, this.
Whoa, a Gundam made of Legos, said James. Also, your mic is echoey. I know, it always is. One of these days, I'm gonna figure it out. One of these days. There we go.
Immosaurus suited up in this.
There's Immosaurus suited up
with her drone robot army.
Here, I'm gonna reset my mic, but yeah, here we go. There's Immosaurus taking off. Let's see here. Let me unplug it and replug it in. Try and reset the audio. You get to be graced with the sound of just Lego and me distant in the background.
Ben Gatz, I think a sequel to Exo-Force would look so cool in the ruins of Neo Tokyo, like My Hero style. Yeah. So like a ruined, like apocalyptic city vibe.
That would be really
That would be cool. Yeah.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Oh,
How do we
test to see if the light
Oh
really
yeah.
works?
Testing. Oh, it does. It turns on.
There we go.
Light looks good. How does the audio sound? Where did you get that mic? The toilet store. Listen, James, ever since it heard your voice, it gave up. It stopped working. I hope it sounds better. Well, one of these weeks we'll figure out the issues, and if not, you guys are just stuck with me sounding how I sound. Because to my mic, I'm plugged into this mic, it sounds fine, but to you guys, it sounds. I just don't know how it sounds. So.
You sound like a beautiful angel to me.
Oh, thank you. I'm right here, so yeah. I try. It's all about perception. It's all about your attitude, how you perceive, right? Yeah, I would love to see that for a sequel, and you could do like combiner models that are like kind of like the Toa, where the mechs have to combine and it can be rebuilt.
Yep.
I would love to see Arctic exo-force. Like snow exo-force.
That would be really cool. Like, imagine you go to like the peak of the mountain.
Yes.
But like something else, I was like kind of like throwing it into like Aqua Raiders and Atlantis. It would be like underwater too.
Yep.
Like just you got jungle terrain. You did like both in the air and on bridges, and then the next step would either be Arctic or water.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's got a slight echo, just more of your voice to enjoy. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Yeah, we'll figure it out one of these weeks. By the way, I just had this idea the other day, so I don't know if this will happen or not. But my birthday is coming up, which I mentioned before. If you guys haven't heard.
Happy birthday.
But thank you. But my birthday falls on a Wednesday, so I think what I'm going to do is like a birthday stream where I just hang out and build some sets, and we do maybe have some special guests if people want to come hang out, but it'll be on a Wednesday night, so I would love to figure out all of the live stream issues before that stream and make that one a fun one, so we have no technical issues. So bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Look at all the NPCs around all the anime main characters. just your audio is doubled, Adam. Yeah, look, we've got, here, every exo-force scene needs a hot dog stand, right? So this is from that moment in the comic where all the exo-force guys get around and share a glizzy. It's what they do on break, when they're, and then we got this like random forklift. We got to get that out of here. And then Emmosaurus with the
robot army.
Her robot arms, yeah.
So I guess to flip the question on you, like, is there like a favorite theme that's been retired that you would want a year 4 or 5 in a different like setting?
Oh, well, that's interesting. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of already getting it with the Adventurers because Johnny Thunder is back.
Yeah.
I have yet to get any of the new Johnny Thunder city sets, but I would love to get some of those. But it's not really a true Johnny Thunder return because it's a Lego City jungle theme, and Johnny Thunder is just there for some reason, which is great. I'm grateful that we get him. I'm glad that he's back. But I would love to see a Johnny Thunder Adventures return. exo-force would be great. Honestly, I think exo-force, like Ninjago, like you said, exo-force walked so Ninjago could run.
Yeah.
They basically, Lego has taken all of the cool mechs and given them to Ninjago, which is a little sad. Kid. I would love to see more exo-force. So
this is from the scene in the comic where all the enemies just go to the hot dog stand.
Was not on my 2024 bingo. Hey, there we go. I love that people who have no idea what happens on the stream are coming in and just seeing it for the first time. I got this set in high school at a garage sale for $15.
That's great.
$15? That's wild. To me, it seems like it's an input from your mark and an input from your headset. Interesting. Yeah, we'll figure it out. It just means, Jetty, you need to talk more. So.
I need to talk more.
Because you sound great, apparently.
Man. All right.
Say something. Say something. Quick.
I have like 2.5 or like 2 1/4 of like a Sentai Fortress. So I was talking to you before.
Yeah, you got to combine them.
Like part of me has been feeling like, because I have a good chunk of year 1 exo-force mechs that I would love to do a revamp on, and like there's so many creative people out in the community that I can't think their names of right now, but like who have done revamps of exo-force mechs. Like there was a really good stealth hunter at Brickworld 2024.
I saw it.
So good.
It was good.
So good. And like I would love to do exo-force in like a Gundam style where like they all have heads and like you can't necessarily see like the canopies of the minifigures, to where like the minifigures are like fully enclosed. Yep. So that would be really cool. But on top of that, I would really love to try and like build the hang on. If we go to the back of the instructions, I would love to try and build like a mock of hang on.
Here, we'll go to the Y. There you go. You can kind of show.
Yeah, that way.
There we go.
Like a mock of the bridges, along with like a Super Sentai Fortress.
Here, we'll put it here.
Yeah.
So you can see closer up. Let's see if the
like that would be really cool to do, and I feel like that'd be a fun mock. So yeah.
Back in the day when Lego used to do alt builds for every set.
Oh yeah.
It was so great. Aubrey, aka Ob the Builder, is here. Just got done forcing Dan to watch Camp Rock. Do we need to do the Camp Rock?
I think I've only seen the second one, and that was on a plane to Taiwan.
You've only seen Camp Rock 2.
Yeah. And like it was like this was back in like 2010.
Yeah.
Or like 2013.
What's your review of Camp Rock?
I don't even remember what happened, but like literally like it was on like a China Airlines
tiny
thing
screen.
on like a tiny screen in like the way back of like the like the walkway of the airport or of the airplane, and like you could plug in your headphones and listen and just see a movie like from like the tiniest like DS screen.
That's so funny.
And I was like, oh, it's pretty good, like Disney music.
Camp Rock was a staple of my
happening.
childhood. It was a staple.
They sang songs around a campfire after they lost and got reborn.
Such a classic Disney Channel classic.
Yeah.
Bridge Mock would go crazy hard. So Ben, agreed. There needs to be more exo-force. This is the thing. It's in your name.
Yeah.
I feel like it's your legacy. You need to jump in on some of these exo-force.
I do.
mocks.
I just don't have the time right now.
That's true. We're not gonna pressure you. Exo-force was, Jake Stoker said, the best Lego theme, changed my mind, will be Bionicle was great too. Yes.
It really was.
When I think about the classic great Lego themes, I think a lot of people think Space or Rock Raiders, which Rock Raiders
Power Miners too.
Rock Raiders, but like Bionicle. Oh, I feel like there was a whole generation just obsessed with Bionicle.
I was part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. They did try to bring back Bionicle, and it didn't really work out for them. So.
I mean, the lore wasn't that great. The figures were pretty great though.
The lore for the reboot is what you're saying.
Yeah, the lore for the reboot wasn't that great.
I was gonna say, don't be touching on
on
the classic Bionicle lore. I was obsessed with. I read the books. I played the games. I did quite a bit of deep diving into the world of Bionicle.
Dude, Modanui online game. So good.
So good.
Yeah. Camp Rock on a plane is a wild experience. It really was. 13-year-old Jetty was very confused at what was happening, especially since I didn't watch the first one.
Camp Rock 2 on a plane. Not just Camp Rock. Camp Rock 2.
It was very funny though. At Brickworld Chicago, someone asked me if I knew Bionicle lore. I'm like, yeah, I know Bionicle lore. And he's like, oh, could you tell me about it? And James Nunnally can vouch for this. I quite literally went on a 20-minute rant going through Bionicle lore from like 2001 all the way into like 2005.
I love that.
And it just, yeah.
It's hard to condense all of that down, though.
I mean, Duck Brooks' 9-hour Bionicle lore video, am I right?
The figures were downgraded over time, though.
Yeah.
What, you didn't think Lord of Skull Spiders had a compelling backstory and motivation? Yeah, this is for G2?
Yeah.
G2 Bionicle?
Yeah, G2 Bionicle. I don't think so.
I did not buy into G2 Bionicle at all, but
I liked the figures.
The builds were great.
Yeah.
The figures were great, but you
gotta have a good story to supplement.
Yeah. Like you need a good story to really capture. And I feel like too, Bionicle was just lightning in a bottle, and it's hard to get that again. Hard to get something that cool again.
Yeah.
I don't think they should bring it back. I feel like Bionicle has.
Either.
It's got a great afterlife in like the mock community, and if they tried to bring it back, it would just.
What no one knows about Jetty is he's a closeted Hero Factory fan. I do have the first wave of Hero Factory heroes. That is true, but
wow, you've been outed on the stream.
And then that's when the viewership dropped.
you like the first season?
No, I just had the figures. I wouldn't say I'm like the biggest Hero Factory fan, but
he's downplaying it now. He's like,
I
just had a few, and he
like,
had the whole thing.
I mean, it's kind of a shame that they left it on a cliffhanger because like the breakout happened, and like Von Nebula was like somewhat involved with the breakout, but they never explained it because then they went into what is it? Creatures from Invasion from Below, which was like Lego doing Pacific Rim, which is such a cool idea.
Yeah.
But like the story just did not follow any of what came before, so I don't know. It's a shame.
Hero Factory was after my time, my interest in construction. So I watched a few of the TV show episodes, but beyond that, I don't know much about it.
Yeah. I think there were some really good ideas there, but like you have an entire like generation that just grew up living and breathing Bionicle.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Hero Factory fan, followed by a 20-minute rant on the Hero Factory. If you want me to give you a Hero Factory rundown from what I remember when it came out back in 2010. So there's a new hero. His name's William Furno, along with the team of, I think it's Mark Surge and Natalie Breeze. And then they're under like the Alpha team, which is Preston Stormer, Duncan Bulk, and
it's been a great stream, guys. See you later. We'll see you later. Just cut you off right there.
I forget the first name, but the last dude's name is Springer.
Nice.
And then they're just like catching different villains, and there was like a Nickelodeon like 4-episode special that they kind of cut into a movie.
Here's the question I have when it comes to Hero Factory.
Okay.
To someone who knows Hero Factory. Are they alive or are they robots? And if they are, where are the humans in the Hero Factory universe? This is what I need to know.
I don't. Okay.
Because the only aspects I see of Hero Factory are that they get built in a factory. That is literally the name of this theme. Are they alive?
So
do they have souls? Do they go to heaven or hell? What do
were they predestined to die?
Are they
or
predestined?
Like,
yeah, is good or evil? Are they programmed to be good or evil, or is it in their nature? Is it? Tell me about that. I want to know that part of it.
So like, there's this guy who this is like Mr. Makuro, which is like a pun for like make a hero, and he makes the Hero Factory. And there's like a special like resource stone that they have that gives them power, if I remember correctly, and it's called like the Hero Core. And then like every hero for some reason being powered by that stone has a distinct personality.
Okay.
So like they're alive but not really, and if their Hero Core goes out, then like I think they die.
Okay.
So like
they're
living...
like Transformers, essentially. Huh? They're like Transformers.
Yes, although
Transformers are alive, but they're like biomechanical.
Yeah,
it's
but like
energy.
Yeah, like every hero is like made, and like it's weird because like as they keep going, like there's this other guy that gets introduced who's like Raka, and like he outclasses like the previous like the previous rookie, which was Furno, and like he's built to be like better and stronger and all that, and there's a whole like conflict that they have. It's so interesting. I don't know. Ben Gatt says Mr. Makuhiro definitely predestined Wave 1 to go to hell with those brittle joints. Oh, that's good.
Welcome to the Ant-Man stream. We're getting real nerdy up in here about Hero Factory lore. This is great. I love
Predestination in Hero Factory.
I'm always, I just want to, like, I feel like I will say this. I really enjoyed the story of Bionicle for, like, the tribal and spiritual aspects about it, too, mixed with the technology. And it was, like, kind of unclear for a long time about like how life worked in the Bionicle universe. And they, in the later novels and books that they did this for years. It ran for 10 years.
Yeah.
They got into more detail about, are these characters alive? What's their purpose? And like, it's crazy when you hear it all put together. But if no spoilers, but there's a big reveal at the end of the Bionicle story that happens that kind of shifts everything, your understanding of it. I definitely didn't have a complete picture of the whole story until I watched Duck Bricks, my buddy Chris, put together his 9-hour long lore video for Bionicle. So if you want to know the story of Bionicle, you should go watch his 9-hour long recap because he goes into detail on everything.
So when I got hired for my job, it was remote work for like 2 months.
Yeah.
So while I was learning the ropes, I just had the 9 hours, specifically the 9-hour stream of Atrioc, watching Duck Bricks' 9-hour lore video on like Bionicle Day, because it was like 8/10, 2023. And you just like, the more it goes on, you just see him slowly like, no, we talked about this already. You recapped it. No, and he's just going crazy. He's like, ah.
I love that.
Very funny, but
it's about the journey, not the predestination. Said Seth.
Inside
Bionicle
jokes.
was a journey for sure.
Yeah. Okay, the Hero Factory plane vehicle, Jake Stoker, really cool. Cause like, I don't know if you know this, but like, they built that like Hero Factory jet with the functionality of like picking up the canisters that a hero is in.
Okay.
So like, you could literally interact with like the product casing as a toy. It was just really cool how they incorporated that in.
That's definitely a Bionicle thing there too.
And I recycled all those boxes because my mom made me. Sad.
That is sad. My dad, was a big Fantastic Four fan growing up and had collected a massive collection. I remember he told me that when he went to college, all of his comic books, my grandma threw them all away to just to make room out of her closet. Didn't realize how valuable and how complete of a collection it was. So some of that stuff is valuable.
I mean, my aunt threw away my dad's like comic collection.
Really?
Yeah.
What did
He had like the first edition of like Marvel doing the What If series.
Wow.
He's like, man, that would have gone for so much money.
Especially with the show that's out now too. So yeah, I really like the What If show.
Yeah, season 2 was pretty good.
Ben said, "I still have the Furno box if you want it, Jetty."
I'm all right. I'm good.
I think he's trying to cut back on his Lego as opposed to get more, and here we are.
It's almost like I'm trying to save for a wedding.
Trying to save for a wedding. Yeah. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
I don't know if this is something we talk about on stream, but this man over here, he's getting married in a couple months, which is really great.
Getting married, it's a rare breed.
I'm happy for you, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's exciting. Lots of planning involved in that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So.
How is your build going?
Oh, it's going great. Here, I haven't showed this off. For those who are just joining, I'm building I don't even know the name of the set. It's the Lego truck. It's the yellow Lego truck, and this is the cab. It's missing a piece right here on the back, but I gotta find it somewhere. It's probably in my luggage. So I bought this in Austin, and it's really good. I really like it. It's a really great design, like even the front. Here, let me show if I can zoom in here. The front, this is really cool, opens up like a real truck does. Like in that kind of, the way that it hinges open like that. That is really cool to me if you look at that. Like, and there's the engine in there, and then you can kind of close it like that. So I really like the design of the front of this. So I'm working on the back right now, which is where all the product goes. And we've got just one bag left until this is done. It's not exo-force themed, but that's okay.
Maybe it's shipping exo-force products.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
It's in the alternate universe where exo-force went on for 10 years instead of Ninjago.
I want to live in that universe.
I would do some things to live in that universe.
Yep. But this is a great set so far. I enjoy it. I just picked it up because it was in Costco, and it was one that I also saw. I got to visit Imosaurus and Ross, and I got to see their city, their Lego city, which you've seen probably in their content if you watch their content, which is amazing. And they had this in their city, and I was like, that looks really good, and it was a really cool looking truck. So I don't know. Do you do that sometimes? Like you go over to a friend's house and you see a set they have that you don't, and you're like, oh yeah, I kind of want that.
That Barrador over there. I mean, it's tempting. It's tempting.
Yeah, we've got Barrador over here in the corner. I can't really see it. Been married 4 years. It's amazing. Just make sure she's cool with you buying Legos. There you go.
Legos under a certain budget threshold.
Yep. Starting a life together is expensive. You gotta definitely make choices.
Yeah.
And Ben said, "Congrats, Jetty. I didn't want to dox you, but woo, congrats." Yeah.
Thanks.
No, that's great. Yeah, it's a big life change, but it's a good one. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you.
Have you built Legos with your fiance? How does she feel about Legos?
One of
Let's
our
talk about it.
first dates, we went to a rose garden, and we went to the Lego store before, and we picked up the succulents set.
Nice.
And we just built the succulents in the
That's
rose
great.
garden and talked about life.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
And then we went to In-N-Out afterwards. It was great.
Hey, that's a great date. That was your first date?
That was like our first. Yeah, like first official like date. Yeah.
Nice. You guys will be fine.
Yeah.
You guys will be fine.
The company that builds, or the couple that builds Lego together stays together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta say you're building a life together. That's the.
Yep.
That's the joke. Real quick though, I just opened up this bag. We got to talk about some of these. Look at this. This is one of the reasons I wanted to get this set. Is these. This set comes with, because it's a Lego truck.
Man.
we get some really cool. There's another one. Tiles, printed tiles of. Let me see if I don't know if the camera's gonna be able to see these up close, but we'll try it. Printed tiles of real Lego sets that you can get, but they're minifig scale. So let me see if I can zoom in here and here. Check these out. I don't know if you can see, but there's the prison island. There's a helicopter and an SUV, and then here is the spaceship that Aaron Newman, who also designed the. It's very hard to see. It's like tiny on the camera, but yeah, it's cool to get these because it's like it's just kind of meta. It exists in the Lego world too. Legos be building Legos too. So.
Have you heard that whole thing where it's like Lego minifigures live in houses made of their own flesh?
Oh yeah. I have heard this, and
like,
I'm disturbed by it.
Yeah. Thanks. I hate it.
I wonder if they're aware. You wonder if they've come to terms with it.
Yeah.
They all seem pretty happy for the most part.
Well, like, I mean, it's like technically it's made out of their own flesh, but like if you, I don't know if you want to how like literally you want to get into it, but like
right.
if it's, the house would have to be made out of like minifigure torsos and legs, right?
It's the same material.
Yeah. But like not the same mold, so
exactly.
I don't know.
It gets complicated if you think too hard about it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, like also the other you have the Toy Story. Like, is a single Lego brick like
a
sentient thing, or like does like a Lego model that's built become a sentient thing? Like, what is
I've
the living
never thought about that
toy?
before.
Yeah.
That's wild. I know there are Legos.
There are Legos
Story.
in Toy Story. Yeah. So it's just like, wait, so which one is the living thing? Is a 2x4 alive? Is a minifigure alive? If you rip the minifigure apart, does the minifigure die?
You can't think too hard about it.
You really can't.
It's like Cars, like the movie Cars. Like, there's a lot of questions that sentient cars bring up. Like, why do they have like the scene in the first movie where there's a line for the bathroom? It's like, do the cars use the bathroom? Like,
also, I mean, the car of the Pope.
Yeah, there's
there's religion
car Pope.
In. Like the
It
queen,
implies so many things.
Queen was in Cars also. It's just, man, there is so much that like if you think about it, you're like, what is happening?
It's wild. Yeah, I think you just can't think too hard about it. So.
Yep.
Lego sets printed on Lego tiles is my favorite thing about Lego. Yes, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
There's some ones that I would love to get. There's a Lego store set that came with some Adventurers sticker, though. That's the one thing. It's the classic Mummy's Tomb set from the first wave of Adventurers.
Was that in was that recently?
I think it was last year in 2023. It was a Lego store. It was like where they had a small little retail area, and one of the set. Or no, it was. No, I remember what it was. It was a Monkey Kid set. Where there was a Lego store in the Monkey Kid
So
set.
yeah, I actually did just get that, but well,
nice.
Seth Motion Movies is hopping off. Bye, Seth. Thanks for hopping on.
Thanks for joining, Seth. See ya.
Yeah, like I just got the it was the City of Lanterns set.
Nice.
I haven't like taken a deep dive into that, but I actually got that traded in, or I got that from Atlanta Brick Co.
Oh, nice. There you
recently.
Go.
But like, yeah, there were some like Monkey Kid sets in there, but I need to check if they had the Adventurer sets in there.
Yes, please tell me about it, because that's one that I want, as far as like just that having any Adventurers reference in Lego is something that I love. But yeah, these they give you a whole bunch of extra like Lego sets in here, printed tiles. I think they know that you want a lot of these.
That's hype.
Which is cool to see.
Ben Getz is hopping up too. Bye, Ben.
See you, Ben. Thanks for joining. Oh, we got this Flexi, the classic
like the
exo-force
fiber optic wiggly thing. It kind of shows up a bit.
We'll go back to the wider view here.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, you kind of see. And this just, it's like, man, exo-force is just all the different elements that like are still around today because of it. It's so cool.
Yep. Such a great theme. I really like that Lego has done some original themes. Like, I would say Dreams isn't really my speed. I'm not really a huge Dreams fan. Some of the sets the designs are really cool, but still, I'm just not for me.
Yeah.
I do love Z-Blob. I think Z-Blob was a gift to the community.
I mean, we have so many Green Lantern elements now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I love Z-Blob, but I did really like Hidden Side. I thought Hidden Side was really unique, and if I was like a kid, I think I would really enjoy Hidden Side a lot more. But the fact that they were like, there was another theme with tons of references to old themes. I love that.
Yeah, I think there's. I want to say in like the school bus set, like
yeah,
they literally have a monitor that's playing like the Monog Pohatu mini game where like kicking the rocks.
Yep.
And it's just, man, that's so cool.
I love it. I feel like, I like that that's become a trend. I feel like in Monkey Kid and other stuff, you know. Now I haven't seen the Monkey Kid show. I need to watch that because I've heard it's really good. Have you seen?
I've watched the first season.
What did you think about it?
I really like it. It's just, I don't know why, but it's just very difficult to find places to watch Monkey Kid. Like they have the first season, I think, on Amazon Prime, and that's it. Like you'd have to go to unsavory parts of the internet to
watch the rest of it.
The show, you know?
Yeah. Jake Soker said, do you think they'd ever reboot exo-force? We were talking about this earlier, like what would we want out of a reboot for exo-force?
I would love for them to do it, given like just how far like the absolute mad lads in Denmark have, elevated their like engineering and design for these kits, just to see what they would do to take a crack at it again. Because like, I mean that Lego City like roller coaster set with the like Stealth Hunter mock is like, model is really cool, but it's in that like 4+ fixed joints type style, which like, don't get me wrong, that's like, it's still great, but like I would love to see them give exo-force the love that like all the Titan mechs and Monkey King or Monkey Kid like super mechs get. I would love to see that treatment given to the exo-force theme.
This is kind of a pessimistic take I'm about to say, but I don't think that Lego is going to ever reboot something that's not a theme from the 80s. I think that I feel like it's been great to see the love for classic themes. Like we get Johnny Thunder is in the Jungle line.
I mean, the whole Space CMF too.
Space CMF, like we've gotten a ton of references to old stuff, but a whole line, I don't know. I feel like they have, a lot of interest in things that are new and novel. Dreams is new, and I think there's, more chances of them either doing like a new theme based on an established IP. Like we're getting Lego Fortnite sets really soon. That's exciting. That'll be huge. Marvel, Star Wars, all those are always popular, but if they're going to put effort into an original theme, I don't think they would ever do a full reboot. Now, that's not to say we're not going to get references and characters, and seeing the Stealth Hunter in that like roller coaster set is awesome. So I want more of that. I think I'm trying to be happy with the fact that we probably aren't going to get anything more than maybe a GWP or some kind of a reference to some of the themes that I want.
Don't like the modulars too? Like I know the museum has a character from Adventures too, right?
It's Dr. Kilroy is in, and then also the train. It's the Orient Express has Pippin Reed in it, a rebooted version of Pippin Reed, and I definitely want to collect all of those. So
yeah.
They've gotten a little weird about guns lately. Exo-Force was known for crazy guns.
Yeah, most of the Ninjago mechs are just like swords and stud shooters. Yeah, that is true.
All right, it's that time. We're putting on the giant. Where did those giant piles go? Who's the biggest pieces? Where are they? Are they? Oh, here they are. My phone's on top of them.
Oh, that's funny.
These giant. Check out these giant tiles here. This is a 8x16 printed tile here for the truck. This is a huge set, but I really like it. They brought Jedi Bob back, so I'm happy. Yes,
That is true. Yeah.
I am. Yeah, that is true. We did get Jedi Bob.
That's a dub.
Have you seen the Jedi Bob Starfighter? What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it looks cool. I'm like, I've been on the outs with Lego Star Wars as of late, just because.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of just on the outs with most like media, like mainstream media right now. Like Marvel's kind of broken my heart. Although X-Men '97 really drew me back in, but the fact that they also fired the showrunner doesn't really give. Yeah, Bo DeMaio, like the showrunner, isn't doing like season 3 of '97. So like, I feel like the show's gonna fall off after season 3, or like after season 2, because he's not writing it anymore. And I'm like,
interesting.
I don't know. So
why did he leave? Was it creative differences?
They never really specified.
Huh.
Yeah, I'd assume he's probably under like NDA and can't talk about it. But yeah, it was just like with Star Wars. I just I didn't watch The Acolyte, and
I was gonna ask. We just got the finale of The Acolyte. I watched it today.
So what do you think about that? Like, I've seen like bits and pieces to know enough about what happened. But like, what do you think about it as
well,
a
I won't spoil the finale if anyone's here and is worried. I'm not going to spoil it because it just came out last night. But it was not for me at all. I feel like it's kind of extreme to say it was hot garbage, but it was that for me. It was garbage.
So I saw this one meme where it was like, like there's like a horse and like there's one side that's like drawn by like a 4-year-old doing their best, and like and then there's like a realistic horse that's just on fire.
Yep.
There was one where it's like it's the 4-year-old drawing, and in the middle it's like the fiery horse, and at the end it's just the small little thing.
I felt, this is my personal take, I have heard of some people that really like The Acolyte, and so, no hate to them. But I thought the writing was poor, the plot was bad, there were so many plot holes. This is not a spoiler, but there were so many new things, abilities, like all kinds of stuff that was new to Star Wars that we've never seen before in The Acolyte that doesn't like break the canon, but it does feel very close to doing that. It's like, well, if this is a thing, why hasn't it immediately makes you question, why haven't seen this before? Why are characters not doing this more often? And the finale especially was that I was like, ugh, this is I did not enjoy it.
Well, Jake Stoker's hopping off. Thanks for chatting.
See you, Jake. Acolyte was trash. Yeah, Acolyte was trash. I'm trying to be nice about it, but yeah, I didn't like it. It's my favorite Lego theme of all time. EXO never gets enough recognition.
Yeah, Craig Miller.
Yeah, we love exo-force here, especially the guy wearing the t-shirt over here. So.
Yep.
I'm wrapping up this truck, and we got some pallets that are going together right now.
Yeah, I might just wrap this up with this mech.
With the mech? Yeah, that makes sense.
Have they used this element, like this bracket element in a set since?
I feel like I've seen it a couple times. It is definitely more used in the older themes.
Yeah,
that's for sure. But yeah, Acolyte, I can't recommend it. Don't spend your time watching it. I think you'd be fine with just like a recap.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm curious if anyone here enjoyed it. I really want to hear other takes. I feel like, I hate to say this, but I feel like universally it was disliked. And I would love to hear what someone enjoyed about it who actually really liked it, because my experience with it was really bad. I couldn't care for it. And the characters, the writing, the acting, pretty much
X-Men '97 though.
X-Men '97 though. Ooh, that was so good. I couldn't get enough of that.
That was the best thing that and I also found out recently the guy who voiced Cyclops was also the sound Hashira from Demon Slayer.
No way!
And I did not put that together until like very recently. I was like, no way!
That's cool.
What? And I was like, man, that makes me like both characters that much more.
That's great. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, X-Men 97. So they are getting season 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
I mean, just like the fights alone, man. Nightcrawler and Wolverine.
Yeah.
So cool.
I'm excited to see more. I feel like X-Men is having a huge comeback right now when it comes to just
being in the cultural
just being
relevance.
around and being seen, and it's cool. I didn't grow up watching the original X-Men show. So
me neither.
I don't have like an attachment to it, but the show, the 97, such a great show. So. And you just got the X-Jet too, or you recently got it.
Yeah, I did get the X-Jet. Very overpriced, but still a really good set.
Yeah.
And the fact that like the CMF Wolverine's like head is compatible with like the Sentinel that they made back in 2014.
Oh yeah.
It's so good.
That is cool.
And honestly, I like the battle damage head more than the original because it's like the magenta rather than like a straight purple.
Yeah.
So good. So
I hope we get more X-Men sets soon.
Oh yeah.
The rumored X-Mansion. Are you gonna get that? Are you excited about that?
I probably would. Yeah.
I hope it looks cool next to like Avengers Tower and some of the other like the Sanctum and all that.
So like that's definitely something that like I talked to people at Brickworld about it too. And, like if we got like a X Mansion, like I would love to have it in a modular style, but at the same time I wouldn't, because like the X Mansion is supposed to be in like upstate New York. Like it wouldn't really fit the modular like style. But also like if it was a play set, I feel like there would be the desire to make it into a modular.
Yeah.
Ooh,
check out
cool.
the truck, finished truck. Got a few extra pieces that I gotta figure out where it goes, but it looks great. Just a really cool truck. Yeah.
And the fact that it's like 6 wide rather than like the usual 4 wide.
It opens up with a bunch of pallets that have moved around, shifted in shipping. Those are some damaged boxes right there that are going for discount. Great set though. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick and I'll be back.
I've gotten the
main body
the main body standing. I gotta build the arms and the cockpit out, but it's pretty cool because they have the Knights Kingdom molds in blue. Like, man, this theme was just so good, and just we got so many weird, cool elements out of this. I love it to death. It's so good. It is very sticker intensive though to make the mechs come alive, but still really good. Yeah. I don't really know how to vamp with Adam not here, but I'm gonna try my best. Wow. Hello. I got nervous because I didn't know what to say to talk about. I was like, oh, what do I say? I don't know.
Fine. Hope you guys are having a good night still. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
I definitely wish. So we were talking earlier. So I went to Atlanta Brick Coat yesterday too, and I was looking for some exo-force to also build, but I had this unbuilt, and I was like, I should probably finish that. But they didn't really have any of the sets that I wanted, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna build what I got. I've got a bunch of unbuilt Star Wars sets that I need to build at some point soon, so that'll be the next things that will probably be streamed. Yeah, so it'll be a good time. Oh yeah, here's the jungle sets for Johnny Thunder. Speaking of, there's the jungle line there. So I'll definitely want to get the red panda. The new red panda mold is cool. New gorilla mold as well. And the gator is new too, but pretty similar. So
would you want them to like make remastered like adventurers sets?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like they already tried it with Pharaoh's Quest, so I would love to get an official Adventures reboot. Especially now that the characters are they've kind of inserted them like as cameos, you know. So
like, okay, interesting idea. Like,
Yeah.
you know how they did like Ninjago Legacy like a couple of years back.
Yeah,
where they
yeah.
remastered a bunch of sets.
Yes.
I feel like Lego should make like a Lego Legacy theme.
Absolutely.
And
That's a
just
great idea.
Make a bunch of like old sets in their catalog that like cover Adventurers, exo-force, Alpha Team,
Like an anthology
Yeah.
series where
Yeah.
it's the Legacy brand.
yeah, like outside of like Lego ideas and icons, like it's just
Yes.
giving like the love to older sets.
That's how we get more exo-force right there. I
Yeah.
feel like exo-force.
That's how
would
you
go
do
on
it.
there, so.
That's how you do it,
Yeah, absolutely. I would love for them to do that.
man. That would Lego.
Yes, please. Hey, if you guys are watching,
Yeah.
Lego, if you're paying attention to this audio that sounds doubled right now. No, but so you know what the funny thing is about this flex tube? So you've seen my jellyfish, right? And the
Yes.
jellyfish mock that I built.
Yeah.
I needed a piece, and it's if you've seen the video, I talk about this as the hard thing to do was building a jellyfish like structure, these tentacles, and needing a clear piece to attach stuff to. And I totally forgot that this piece exists and is cheaper than the alternative that I picked, because the piece that I ended up using was like a pneumatic Technic tubing from one set that came out in 1993 that is very expensive and hard to find, and I could have just used this. So the fiber optic cable.
How much cheaper was the fiber optic?
I mean, it's still an older piece, but it would have been a much better, more accessible choice, you know. So, Ben, Playmation Shorts heading out. Have fun streaming. Thanks. Good to see you. Dave Holder said autism spiking. That's
a legacy. Like, man, there's something there. A legacy theme that where like you bring back older models and kits.
Okay, then let's ask the chat. Who's here? What theme do you guys want to see brought back? exo-force is at the top of ours, obviously. Adventurers, you know, maybe Bionicle, maybe. But what's the theme that needs to be redone that is underrepresented currently? So, I like these little side builds too. Oh, I forgot about these disc launchers.
Older like disc launcher.
How does it? It shoots out this way. Here, let me try and launch it here. I feel like I'm going to send it flying, and I want you to be able to have all these. I'm sure you have a lot of them, but
Oh, a good chunk.
I don't know how does it work? Oh, you pull it back.
If you pull the
Okay, there we go.
It just was not greatly implemented, but
There we go.
the idea was there.
Play features, everybody. Play features. For me, no play feature has ever topped the giant rubber missiles that we got in the classic, the launchers, the spring-loaded ones.
Yep.
The ones that need
Those
a
could
warning.
do so much damage.
They
man.
literally had a warning on the boxes, you know, for like it's the classic, like it's hitting like a kid in the eye.
Yeah.
Like those are classic. So.
Did we talk about the exo-force FPS game on the website? I remember those.
There was an exo-force FPS game?
Yeah, like
What?
like you got into the mech and like it kind of gave you a first-person
That's
shooter
cool.
vibe of
That's cool.
like you have a sword on one side and the gun on the other. It was really cool. Yeah, I remember
That's awesome.
those. What's up, Luke?
What's up, Luke? Also, Luke messaged me on Discord a while back, and I definitely didn't respond to him. So my apologies, Luke. But yes, I would love to play some Smash Brothers sometime with you at some point. I apologize for not responding to you. You messaged me like 5 days ago, and I definitely like just like I did the I don't know if you do this. Speaking of autism and ADHD, the thing where you look at a message and you're like, oh yeah, and then you put it down thinking you already responded. So
Yeah, no, I get that.
I forget to respond to people all the time.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing well. Hope your night is going great. We're just watching Jetty build right now. We're just watching him build this mech. I do like these. Look at these sword pieces.
Yeah, they're like the recolors of like Knight's Kingdom elements. They're so cool.
Yeah, those are cool. Luke said you just don't want to lose. Oh, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know. Jetty was at Brickworld and he saw my. Maybe you didn't. I did win a Smash tournament. At Brickworld.
How does it feel to be the champ in the Lego?
You know, this is only the third stream that we've talked about my victory at Brickworld. It just happens to come up every stream that I'm the reigning Brickworld Smash Brothers champion. So naturally, you know, it just enters the conversation. So. Craig said, I hate to say, but I think exo-force should rest in peace, since probably it would look great with, but it would probably look great with Hero Factory and new Bionicle parts. I will say, here's what I will say. If they were to bring back exo-force, Ninjago mechs currently are amazing.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
That Cole's Titan mech,
Cole's Titan mech.
I'm lining up to get that.
That's the one coming out August 1st, right?
Yep.
The Zane mech from
Titan 2018.
2018. That thing, every time I see it, I'm like, man, I really want this. I saw that one at ABC, but I really want to build it.
Mm-hmm.
It was, built in a shelf, and like love the look of that mech. And it kind of closes up too, but you can open it. So I think Ninjago, if they were to do exo-force mechs with all of the expertise that have come behind the Ninjago mech designs,
that'd be hype.
Yeah, it would be great.
Luke's asking
Luke,
how the competition was.
Listen, Luke, you know what? The competition was fierce. It was great. It was a closely fought final battle. And
did you have like that moment where like you had to like scoot in?
Oh
and,
yeah,
like,
that's
really
when
just
you know a
lock
video
in.
game is getting serious is when it's the scoot forward. You get to the edge of your seat. You know, it's the moment from the energy from here to here.
Was there a moment where like you legitimately thought you might have like lost it or like where it was like all a lost moment and then that's when like the scoot was activated?
There was a few
forward.
moments. Yeah, I did lose a match. So in the grand finals of any Smash tournament, not to like rabbit hole. Trust me, we'll get back to Lego in a second. In a grand final Smash tournament, it's best 3 out of 5. So you have to win 3 matches. The winner has to win 3 matches. If it gets to where you both have won 2, you play your final, and the next win, you play up to 5 matches essentially.
Yeah.
I won 1, I lost 1, and then I won 2. So that was my Brick World Smash ranking there. So my opponent played a bunch of different characters. So it was exciting. It was exciting.
2604.
I'll look that up here. What is this one? I wonder if this is the let's see.
It's
Lego.
just the hoopty.
It's just the hoopty. 60421. Let's see what it is. Oh yeah, this is the
Oh yeah.
We were talking about this earlier. It's the robot.
I'm so glad they didn't have to. Like I feel like Lego never really has to, but like the fact that they allowed that set to get made.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Are you gonna get this?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I was gonna say.
I would love to like get those like elements and those new things, and like maybe even like slap those new stickers onto like the older Stealth Hunter just to see how it looked. Yeah.
Over the Moon is here. Hey, how's it going? Said cool. Yes. We're working on this exo-force set. We're probably just gonna stick to finishing this mech and then wrap it up for the night.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got all the characters here having a glizzy, getting around. It's been a long day of fighting the robot. What is there? Is it just the robots?
Robots.
They just fight the robots.
Robots. I don't
robots.
know. Yeah.
Robots.
The robot army.
I think there's a character in Futurama that says robots. So, but yeah, it's been a good build, and you're probably gonna go home and just keep on building. You're welcome to like bring it back if you want to.
Oh yeah, 100%. I probably will. That's probably what I'll do.
Bring this back to.
Yeah. Keep working on the fortress and certain parts of the fortress.
I am like cringing at the back of this.
Yeah.
That's
like the one downside of the designs with the entire the entire portfolio of exo-force is just the backs of the mechs.
Yep.
They have such great front-looking silhouettes. As soon as you turn them, though, all the cracks start to show, and you're just like, ooh, that's...
Yep.
They could have cooked a little bit more there. But...
It could have been in the oven a little bit longer.
Yeah.
It could have cooked a little longer.
But, I mean, I think, to like, Lego's... You just see how much the company has grown in their, like, design philosophies, I guess.
Yep.
On how they do things.
Yep.
And it's just great.
I do have something else that I could work on here. I'm trying to see. I'll probably save the next build for next week. I have
a couple new videos coming out that I can tease a little bit. I know I don't know who's going to be watching the stream at this point, but I've been working very hard on the next aquarium update for the aquarium series, if you guys are excited about that. So I'm hoping to get that out. If not this weekend, it'll be next weekend or at some point next week. Everything is, for the most part, ready. Just got to do some exo editing on it myself. Yeah, I'm really excited about that one. I think I've mentioned it before, but the next exhibit is stingrays. So really excited to get that one out and show you guys what it looks like. And yeah, I've got another couple of videos that are going to be kind of long form videos that I've been working on. And yeah, just lots of content. So I'm wrapping up a couple of commission jobs, animation jobs that are hopefully wrapping up here soon that are going to give me some more time to hang out and do Lego stuff. So yeah, it's been a busy time here for Ant Bandit. So but yeah, if you're here in the chat, what are you working on? What are you building? What are you up to? I don't know if Luke's still here. Are you going to get any of the new sets coming out in August? Like, I'd love to hear. I know I'm excited about all the set. Ooh, there we go.
All right.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I love the look of this thing. It's like a beefier Stealth Hunter almost.
And it's just all blue.
Does he have a blaster, or is it just, he's got the blaster?
Like, that gun goes so hard.
How are these binoculars attached?
So they just slide right into the piece.
I've never seen that connection point.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, thank you everybody for joining. We're gonna wrap it up right there, and yeah, hope you guys have a great week. Thank you to Jetty for coming and hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We're gonna be live again next Wednesday, probably at the same time, same bat channel. 7 p.m. on Wednesdays is when we usually do this. So tune in and come hang out. We're gonna be streaming more. Gonna be getting some more content coming along the way, and yeah. Any final parting words?
Subscribe to Ant Bandit.
Subscribe to Exo Edits.
Thanks.
Yeah. We're gonna do our classic sign off here. So see you guys later. Thanks for joining. Oh, Ross came in just in time at the end for the robot voice. It's been the robot voice for the last like hour plus, so that's how it's been. So all right, bye everybody.